Oh my gosh, I was looking at the live videos last night because they all like went private. Have you like looked at our live videos? There was fucking one from me from the end of your party trying to figure out how to go live. And it's just
good morning, Olorama. Good morning, Fountain City guest staters. All the folks who are here for this Fountain City Roller Derby Monster Mashup Day 2. Or I guess I should say Morning 2. Today's first game between Hectic Electric and Witches Get Stitches, brought to you by lots of coffee and energy drinks. Coffee and energy drinks along with Spite, keeping you alive since 1984.
I'm like, oh God. One of my coworkers was like, nice.
Are you here all day?
Nobody even told me.
Like, I'll be able to like sleep away a little bit earlier.
What? I think so. I can't really tell. I want to put it on gym, so maybe it'll last longer.
Refs getting themselves into position.
Do you think it's in a good scene? I think it, from what I can tell,
I'm not in skates yet, so I can stand on chairs.
Yes, 5 minutes right before that. We met and then I kind of called her to go to the okay. Yeah. Scenario, like I'll be here for like a
I can move it if you want.
Big thank you to everybody who's out here this morning, volunteering, reffing, doing all the things.
Yeah, what kind of for you?
Back.
Your camera's a little bit more zoomed in than mine.
It also like kind of scrunched it.
Ewing and Mel Malice, the first two who are going to be wearing the Stars Today for these teams. And already Ewing takes advantage of everyone being tired and is out on the floor as your lead scorer. Thunder pushes Mel out of bounds, reset, and we've got a pivot turn situation for the Witches Get Stitches. That's going to be Gremlin. Ewing forced out of bounds, has to reset, slow down, keep him going. Second call, moving across that track, trying to stop Ewing, but he is in, calls the jam.
There we go. I think that looks good. I can see Dottie.
Okay. Then I think we're good.
Yep. I brought a lot of charger and battery.
I'm gonna go stand over at the apex. You can see.
Cyanide and Criminally Insane in the back. Up front, I'm seeing Anita Hercha. And Stars, your pivots. Criminally has moved through. Already your lead scorer. Green pivot turn with Anita Hercha right there on the track. Trying to move through. Oh, Anita spun out.
There we go. I think it's better now.
Criminally Insane pushes into the pack.
I should have had my camera.
Yeah.
Giving Witches Get Stitches the lead at this moment, 3 points to 1. Walker's looking to fall into a pattern as Ewing gets in to try to get himself. Oh! Ewing found his seam. Mel Malice slips past one hit thunder. Purple trying to move up. Getting out of that baby situation. However, Richard Get Stitch is going to lose one to the penalty box. Hectic Electric snags 4 in the jam. Movement on the track as everyone's trying to get situated with one in the box for Bitches Get Stitches. Cyanide out with quick jump, criminally insane right there as well. Pack getting into position. Green finds an opening and gets in, gets out. Witches Get Stitches as well, and grabbing 2, winning that jam. Ewing once again able to find that opening. Beck and Call trying to get and to block out one hit thunder. Rage of Sunshine though doing a great job to start, but at least stop that pivot turn. Now Mel is out on the track. Beck and Call putting body on Ewing. Ewing trying to switch over. Good blocking wall by the 4 at Witches Get Stitches, and they are holding Hectic Electric to 1 point. Smaller team's going to be a lot of the same units out there today, which is going to be fun because it's all about people trying to figure each other out. And muscling her way out to the front is Gremlin Insane. Anita Hercher with the pivot turn. Good work by Hectic Electric to get out there and keep from having too many babies. Limiting the damage to just, oh no, Witches Get Stitches pulling out 4 on there. Skaters trying to get in and get out of position for being the baby out there. Gremlin taking a star for Witches Get Stitches this time around. Ewing using 1 hit thunder, who is a very adept blocker and pivot to get himself into the lead scorer. Pivot over Witches Get Stitches. She who is your out just a little bit late as Ewing. Always able to make short work of that track. Same with an outside-inside move, and is your lead scorer. Anita Urcha well in position to be able to take that pivot turn. Green trying to keep their position and keep moving. Chico starting able to hold skaters back as Witches get Stitches grab two. We have a tie game out on the floor. Gremlin and Ewing back out as your scorers. Up front, it's going to be Ewing as your lead scorer. Nacho Friend is going to take the pivot turn. Laying it out. Ewing looking, slips a block. Spooky Ducky out there trying to get that sweeping block. Both teams scoring in that last jam. Timeout on the floor. Reminder, skaters, NSOs, referees, everybody, anyone who's participating today, if you have not already, there is a sweatshirt up there that you'll need to sign. Log your participation on this fun little weekend here at the Olarama as Fountain City hosts this monster matchup. The end of Derby season, the continuation of Spooky season. Witches Get Stitches doing a little bit of switch up from jam to jam now. As she, who is your jammer for that purple team, Cyanide back out for the green Hectic Electric. Cyanide looking for a quick fake, drops back a little bit. Slips past the pivot and is up front as your lead scorer. Hectic Electric trying to do their best to keep a baby from happening. Three more added for green. Once more jammers looking for those openings, and it's going to be both of them getting out. Now it's a foot race. Two of the faster jammers out there for Fountain City Roller Derby. Ewing moving in, trying to call that jam out. Both teams pulling up two. Currently Insane followed in tight. Her blockers giving somebody on the floor for her to score points for it. Both teams doing outstanding when it comes to getting into blocking position after a scorer is active. Gremlins spun out. Up front, we've got a jammer for green, active scorer, lead scorer. Good blocking from Hectic Electric, slowing down and stopping. That Witches Get Stitches jammer. Mel has to reset, giving Cyanide the track. Five on four advantage to start for Team Green, Hectic Electric. We are well into this first half as the clock keeps rolling. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. One hit Thunder watching. Crowley and St. gets around. She was rolling out, waiting for Ewing to make that move, which he did. Kremlin and St. your lead score. Two-car freight train as Kremlin and St. falls small. Witch has grabbed two, Hectic Electric grabs one. We've got a 3-point game. Good blocking up front as Team Purple has been trying to hold back Team Green. Hannah Smashed Hannah is your lead scorer for Witches Get Stitches. Both scorers active. Cyanide on the track as well. Big block. Trying to stop and slow down Hannah Snatch Hannah at the beginning there. Instead, Hannah powers on through. Reaper moving into play to help out. One hit Thunder against Kremlin Insane. Kremlin Insane changes position and is now your lead scorer. Ewing able to get out of the pack. Kremlin Insane passing one on the floor and getting up to the pack, making it two. Anita Urch, you're going to look at the back of the pack as the jammer this time for Hectic Electric going up against Mel and Alice. Mel fights her way through. Pack slowing down to keep Cyanide from taking that pivot jump. Good pack control from Witches Get Stitches. Mel sweeping to the outside, finding a wide open lane. Five on four, advantage to start. For Witches Get Stitches. Hectic Electric also picked up 2 in that last jam. We've got a 3-point game. Both teams keep it very tight to each other. Star and Ewing going to be up front as your pivots. Pivot turn been very important for both of these teams at some point. Kremley Insane, waiting, knowing that Ewing had that jump. Reaper with good shot, getting a good block up front. All sorts of bodies on the floor now. One in Thunder who's been jamming, knocked out of play. Had to reset. Nacho Friend headed into the penalty box.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Time counting down on the jam. Kremley Insane and one hit Thunder. Looked like they were just going to skate it out. Still a 3-point game as we got 1 minute left on the half. Minute 25 on the jam clock. And Anita Urcha with a pack on the inside. Moves to the outside. Takes lead scorer. Mel slipped up through a hole on the inside and is out on the floor. Active as well. Anita with a great cut across the track, calls this one off. Both teams though picking up 2. Still a 3-point game as time ticks down. 2, 1. Welcome to half. 3-point game, 29-26. Hectic Electric. Once again, this first game brought to you by Coffee and Energy Drinks. Reminder today for all skaters, not only do you need to go up and sign that sweatshirt that's up there for today's or this weekend's FCRD Monster Mashup, but skaters, get up there and vote for MVPs as games are wrapping up. You've got the ballots, got the little buckets up there for MVPs. Less than a minute till we get into half number 2 of game number 1 of day number 2 of a whole lot of numbers. Monster Mashup, FCRD. Half number 2 getting ready. We're going to see Kremlin, Insane, and Ewing line up in the start. Ewing already getting an advantage by trying to strangle Kremlin, Insane. We're off. Pushing his way through a couple of green jerseys, and Ewing has the lead scorer position. Star's going to take the pivot turn for Witches Get Stitches. Purple getting up front, trying to get into a 4 grouping. Ewing finding it difficult to get through. Wrecking it right, looking to slow him down as Star coming up through the back of the pack. Both skaters pulling one. All these teams very well matched up over the course of this weekend. Execution of blocking strategies and other strategies with a bunch of skaters who don't necessarily skate together. Great move to cut off Anita Hercha by Hectic, or by Witches Get Stitches pivot. Anita though going to be out on the floor. Lead scorer Mel Brew as well. Reaper trying to move into place. I say it only works 5% of the time, but that was one of those 5%. Beck and Call able to sweep across for the incoming green jammer. Lots of great blocking on both sides from the pack. Witches are going to grab 4. And we have a tie game. A little miscommunication going on the green team as they were trying to get the right number at the right time. formation of people out there. USAR's rules, you can only have 2 male skaters on the floor. With Reaper in the box, that was going to be 3 the way things were set up. Another jam started, Ewing incredibly insane. Lots of bodies on the straightaway and turn 3. Both chambers all tied up. Multiple people once again going down in turn 3. Anita trying to push Mel out of position, forcing Mel to come to the inside. Hack slows down. Witches get stitches, lead score. Anita. Orange whip with good blocks, stopping Mel Dallas. Now we're going for that. Quick call, but only getting 1 at the time. Both teams ending up with a 2-2 tie. Hectic Electric fighting back from what could have been a worse position in that to even up the score for the champ. Good push from Reaper. Harassing Kremlin insane. Pivot turn taken as Reaper is now joining up with Ghost in the front of the pack. Kremlin insane with a juke move and a spin out to try to call this jam off. Actually didn't try. It happened. Picks up 2 points. Cyanide with Malice. Cyanide found a hole, but then quickly closed up. Back in call once again, surveying and doing a great positional block. Out front, we're going to have a lead scorer for Witches Get Stitches, followed quickly by Anita Hercha with the pivot turn. They're jockeying for position. Who gets the better? Who gets the advantage out of that? Orange whip in the back, surveying what was going on, trying to move in on Mel. One and done. And now we've got a timeout on the floor. 6.5 minutes in the second half. Have elapsed, 13:33 left. Another little switch up on Jammers as we've got One Hit Thunder and Nacho Friend as Jammers for their respective teams. Action happening up front. Criminally Insane trying to step in front of Ewing. Ewing doing a good job keeping himself in front. All the work happening in the pack. Pack trying to stay back, unable to do it. Ewing slips to the inside, takes over lead scorer. Finds an opening on the inside where he sees some green jerseys. Comes on through. Green with 2. Ghost going to be skating with the star for Hectic Electric. Mel Malice with Witches Get Stitches. Mel pushed to the inside. Had to reset. Both Chambers looking for a seam. And it's going to be Ghost out there, out front. Anita Hercha. Not the pivot, but not a friend of Mel Malice out there right now. She is holding her as long as she could. Now we've got both active scores on the floor. Ghost swept out of position. Mel Malice comes back in as both skaters were into the pack. Both Chambers going to pick up 3 points. Change from the officials, which against Stitches pulled 4 out of that. Speaking of 4, it's going to be 5-on-4 advantage for Hectic Electric, which Ewing can more than use. Reaper doing some great backwards blocking there on Hannah Smash Jammer to keep the pivot turn from happening. Reaper, another good move. They were trying to keep a baby from happening. Now Ewing spun into the inside, had to wait to come in. Giving an opportunity for Criminally Insane to catch up to the pack. Like I said, both of these teams doing a great job, not only on jamming, but also on blocking. A lot of good execution there in the pack. Reaper sitting in the penalty box now. Giving a 5-on-4 for Witches Got Stitches. Cyanide all over the track, all over Mel Malice. And that's going to give Anita Hercha the time that she needed to get out and get lead scorer. Green looking to open up. Cyanide once again trying to use positional blocking to open up a hole. Anita moving in. We've got 1-1 on that jam. And One Hit Thunder jamming way up front. We've got a purple jammer. Ewing able to break out. But Team Purple going for that one and done. 4-point lead for Witches Get Stitches over Hectic Electric. Still a very, very tight game. Anything in one jam can happen. 8 minutes on the clock. Cyanide, Hannah smashed Hannah. Who is trick-or-treating this jam as Lilo and Stitches. Purple Pack doing an absolutely fantastic job slowing down that pivot turn, keeping themselves way, way back. Also moving into that 4 unit to try to keep a block, to keep a baby back there. Both teams have been saying that there's not going to be a lot of big breakout jams. And you can give that up to the absolute talent that's out there on the floor, both as jammers, pivots, and blockers. I, for one, was upset to have to give up some of my morning sleep. But watching this talent on the floor has been an absolute joy. This is a great game. Pivots, way, way, way up front. Reaper moving into play. Ewing doing a great block. His own self on Star. Thunder does the same. Team Purple looking to use a few positional blocks. Team Green as well. Ghost settling in. Up front, Kremley, Insane, and Ewing. Keeping daylight between them and the pack. Thunder moving up. And there was the move. One hit Thunder. Moving out. Ewing with some great blocks on Kremley Insane. Time just not a friend. Good team execution out there by Team Green, Hectic Electric. Cyanide and Nacho Friend wearing the star. Nacho Friend moving out to the front. Your lead scorer, Anita Hercha. Oh! Nacho Friend looking to come through and split that defense instead. Gonna draw a back block. Official timeout on the floor. For all the non-Fountain City traveling skaters who have showed up for this weekend, hey, welcome. Good to see you. And that is a lot of dedication to drive from wherever you're from to Kansas City for this tournament. Back onto the track, 3 minutes, 59 seconds going. One hit thunder with the star for Hectic Electric. Kremlin Insane up front with, or not out front anymore, with Witches Get Stitches. Ewing, who's found his blocking groove, is out there. Playing pivot. Star moving up to the front as well. We've got two pivots challenging, which is kind of in the thing. Super outplay for both of these guys. Reaper sneaking up with a block on Star. Reaper's been doing very well from the blocking standpoint of Team Hectic Electric this game. Everyone has, but there's been a lot of significant blocks coming out of Reaper. Hannah and Ducky back there sitting on one hit thunder for the entirety of the jam. Kremlin Insane not looking to move. Allow the clock to help as their sixth member. Cyanide and Shihu are your jammers. Now we're going to see a lot of jostling in the pack. Team Purple out with the lead scorer. Going to be followed by Anita Hircha. Anita getting a lot of traction out there on the track today from that pivot turn. Also done some jamming. Orange whip caught in the back, and Shihu's going to use a little spin. A little razzle dazzle on the call off. Bushy galore, and this is great to move out there in the blocking position. Reaper's going to move into the jammer position. Kremlin Insane, lead scorer. Your pivot turn by one hit thunder. Team Green looking to stop Kremlin Insane from getting through. Good work in that 2-wall. Bushy galore and Reaper really working on Kremlin Insane in there. Finally able to push through, grabs 3 points, 3 very hard 5 points. Hectic Electric gets 1 from the exchange. All right, we've got a jam clock. Both of these teams fighting hard here at 8 freaking a.m. on a Sunday morning. Cyanide looking to fight through. Get a little bit of pack race. Mel gets shoved out of the play by Ghost. And Cyanide's out on the floor as your lead scorer. Looking to see what can happen in the next 50 seconds. Team Purple mopping up the floor, turn 3 with their bodies. Cyanide making it through. Mel trying to get back in to block. Cyanide on a second push. Sweeps to the outside. Beck and Call stopping her briefly. 13 seconds. We're 2 passes in. Here comes number 3. Jam's gonna end on time. Fantastic last jam. Let's hear it for your winners of Game 1, Witches Get Stitches. All right, we got 5 minutes. Teams for the second matchup. Jack you up, Wolfpack, get yourselves ready.